That's right, and you enter here. Good evening. You must be my last appointment for the night. Do sit down. Make yourself nice and comfortable. Can I offer you a tea or anything before we get started? Maybe later? Okay, no problem. So, before we get started, do you have any idea of what you would like me to do to your overall face? Need a bit of inspiration? Of course, yes. So, we have a few new styles coming in right now, which I think are going to be the absolute go-to soon. One of which I would describe it as a somewhat simpler form of the Salvador Dali look. Yes, essentially like a very extroverted chef, or maybe a plumber who is from Italy, who wears a green hat or a red one, depending on which brother you are. I think it's going to be a very, very beautiful look. A very full mustache, yes. Which actually brings me to my next question. Do you use oil for your beard / mustache? You definitely should, yes. We do actually have some new options available. We like to give away little free samples if you're interested in that. Now let me see here. Have you ever been here before? I haven't been working here for all too long. Alright, so you wouldn't mind if I took down your notes again? Oh, you want to stay here as well? Okay, yes, that's no problem. Yes, we've just refurbished the hotel area. It's so beautiful now, and also the view to the outside is so beautiful now since the season has changed, and well, the trees are quite magical. Great, okay, we can do that towards the end, yes, no problem at all. Right, so yes, if you would like to, you can put your coat right there, alright? I made sure that this area is nice and warm before you come in, making it nice and comfortable for you. Okay, so as I mentioned, we do have that look. We also have a slightly more whimsical look, if I may say so, which would not only combine the swirliness of a moustache, but it would also kind of grow down to your chin and give a bit of a cascade. By cascading, I basically mean that we can apply some oils to the beard to make it grow in a very wavy, kind of soft appearance, so it somewhat looks like a waterfall. Yes, oftentimes beards tend to be either completely straight or very curly. Really kind of depends, but yes, with our oils we can pretty much achieve anything. So, and we have this look here, which I don't quite know how to describe. A little bit too much. Okay, no problem. What do you think about the first option? Okay. And now, before I pick out my options of what I can use on you, do you have any certain allergies that I have to keep in mind? Any intolerances at all? Okay, and do you have certain preferences regarding smells, or are you pretty much open to whatever I can show you today? Okay, well, we have a large variety, so I can show you everything I have, and then we'll just decide as the appointment goes on. Okay, so we're not doing any colouring today, are we? No. Okay. Right, so I should let you know beforehand that some of our shaving creams, as well as the foams or the oils, some of them tend to have a tiny bit of a sparkle inside them, but that is not going to stay on your skin or in the beard. That is simply the way it is made up, and it is completely biodegradable, so you will not have to worry one bit about it harming the environment. Yes. Very good. So that is that. Then I would say, let me show you the options that we have for the shaving cream. Okay. So I have them all right here, along with the options for the aftershave. Okay. So let's just start with these three here. These are some of the top picks that I'm going to be showing you soon. The first one being the Enchanter. Okay, so this is also my personal favourite because the top note scent-wise in this is roses. Rose oil to be exact. Now the other components of this are sandalwood, oats, specifically oat milk, as well as cocoa butter. Everything has been pieced together perfectly to create this wonderful lathering foam on your face. Now, all the products that I'm showing you here are not only good for the beard but also for the skin. We didn't want to create anything that is harsh on one area and soft on the other because it simply doesn't make any sense. And we also made sure that the oils and the creams and everything pretty much do the same. It is good for all uses. Now, the oat milk as well as the cocoa butter are the ingredients that will create a very soft feel, very soft to the touch. They are going to make your skin feel very, very smooth and also very moisturized, which is very, very important, not only when shaving but in general, especially now that the cold seasons are here. Now the sandalwood is essentially just for very strong, earthy, woody scent. It's actually one of my favourite wood scents. I really like sandalwood. So this is definitely one of the top picks. And as you can see, the soft consistency up here on the tub is very bouncy, very flowy, very easy to apply, and the colour is not going to stain your face in any way. Actually, when we apply most of these, they tend to be of a creamy colour, but they then turn into a different colour as they are on the face for longer. But it is so gentle and so heavily diluted that it's not going to really make any difference on the skin, especially since we rinse these off pretty quickly anyway. So this is the first one. Next we have the Starry Sky option. As you can see, as the foam is lathered up, it turns into a rather blue paste, and here, symbolized by the little stars, you can see that there are going to be tiny little sparkles, which are essentially simply made out of steamed seaweed, so nothing dangerous at all. Now, main components of this are fresh local honey, lavender, cedarwood, and tonka beans. So a very earthy scent. In my opinion, well, I think a lot of wizards wear this as a perfume, especially tonka. It's supposed to have magical qualities, I've been told. I'm not too sure. I don't really dabble in witchcraft. I'm just not very good at it. But it is also one of my favourites. Maybe I'm biased because I work here, but I do have to say, anything with rose or tonka, it just smells so nice. So this is also a great option if you prefer to shave at night. Some prefer to shave in the morning, some do it at night time, but the amount of lavender in this should make you feel very, very sleepy. So you might not want to use this in the morning. The honey is also a very great disinfectant, and it has antibacterial properties. So if you feel like your skin may be breaking out a little bit, then this is also a very good option. Also, another common misconception is that only people of a very young age have breakouts or acne, which is not true at all. It often depends on whether we are stressed, whether we are worried. Could be due to harsh weather conditions, could be our diet, could be anything. So while we first usually see bumpiness on our skin in our adolescent years, it can also extend to when we are older as well. Just keep that in mind. So this is option number 2. And the third option here is the Fresh Start. Now, as the name may suggest, you would probably prefer using this during daytime or as soon as you wake up. The bright colouring comes from the flower of the ylang ylang plant. We also have lemongrass in here, as well as aloe vera to protect the skin. As you may know, aloe vera is often used when you have a sunburn or if your skin is feeling a little bit irritated. So if you, for instance, have rosacea on your nose or your cheeks, this is really, really good to pamper the skin. It is also said to have a very cooling quality to it. Now, this is very, very bouncy and very lightweight. So if you have a problem with sticky textures on your skin, this is going to be perfect for you. It also has a very zesty scent, very citrusy. It's definitely something to wake up with. So, which of these 3 would you say is the one for you? Is it Fresh Start, Starry Sky, or the Enchanter? Which one do you want? Excellent choice. Perfect. I will get that ready for you. Just a moment. There we go. Let's place the tub right there. Excellent. Now, before we get started, I would like to brush some hair out of your face, okay? So that it doesn't get into the product and doesn't create a distraction, alright? Good. just going to use this comb right here. Very gently. Just brushing the hair out of the way. Feels uncomfortable at any time you do, let me know, okay? Okay. There. Perfect. Right. So I'm going to dampen your face a little bit, okay? And then I just want to start with a very gentle peeling, okay? So that we make sure that all the pores are open and we don't cause any extra irritation. So just going to very gently apply some moisture before going in with a scrub. And after we've rinsed the scrub off, we can start applying the foam for the shave. Perfect. Right. Now, my tub with peeling. So, this is just a very simple peeling that consists of almonds that are ground up, as well as brown sugar, some lime, and honey. It smells so wonderful. It smells divine. Okay, so just very gently. Gently rubbing that along your skin. Making sure that everything is nicely covered here. And make sure that everything is nicely exfoliated. There we go. Okay, let that sit for a moment, okay? And then we're just going to take this gentle wet cloth here and then just remove that. Very, very good. Excellent. So let's get started with applying the shaving cream. So just going to gently lather this up. And like I said, it's not going to change its color until later. But it will not stain you, don't you worry. Promise. Okay. Wonderful. So, okay. So we're just going to move along here. Jaw here. Okay, move your head up a bit. Thanks. Okay, both sides, obviously. Okay. Right. Since we're keeping the mustache, we don't really need to move up right there. Okay. Perfect. Lovely. Okay. Now for the actual shave, let's just do a little still here. Okay. Be very careful. Move your head up a little bit again. Good. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Hopefully that didn't miss anything here. Okay. Now with some gentle liquid again, just getting rid of any of the excess foam here. Okay. Right. And applying some very gentle facial mist. Okay, right. I'm going to give you a hot towel here, right, to sit on your face. Okay. And in the meantime, I'm going to give you a little scalp massage. Just going to help you relax a little bit more while you're waiting. Let's take off the hot towel again. There. How are you feeling? Good. Very relaxing. Perfect. Alright. Shall we pick a nice aftershave next? Good. Right. So we have 3 options again, 3 favourites, starting with a warm hug. So, as the name suggests, this warms up your skin, but not in an aggressive way. It feels very, very soft, as though the products are just gently caressing your face, making you feel nice and relaxed. So, the main ingredients in here are blueberries, Irish moss, and wild orange oil. The Irish moss has been used in a lot of healing recipes, healing potions, healing spells, pretty much anything. It is very, very good for not only disinfection but also keeping the area nice and moist, nice and hydrated, nice and soft, and it is just the perfect little pick-me-up for the skin. All these elements are very nicely put together and combined with some nice oils to really help the skin feel well soothed after the shave, obviously, because it can irritate the skin a little bit, even though we are always very careful. Okay, so this one has a very gentle smell, although it has a citrusy component. It is a very mild smell, so this would be an option for you if you were to wear this before you go to bed, since it's not going to overpower your nose. Option 1. Next, we have the soft breeze right here, and the main component here is avocado. So avocado is basically like well, somewhat like a butter itself, really. A lot of people use avocado on toast instead of butter because it has plenty more health benefits. Not only does it taste very good, it is also very good for your skin. And we also have in here coconut oil as well as orange blossom extract. Now, coconut and avocado is a great combination for the skin, especially if you tend to have somewhat of a drier skin type, because obviously we all have different skin types. I'd say the skin type I deal with most is usually either dry skin or combination skin, meaning that some areas can be a little more dry, some can be somewhat oily, and some say that they have normal skin, which I always find a little odd to say because every skin needs a certain type of care, so what is normal really. But I'd say this is definitely for those who have slightly more dry skin. And the orange blossom extract is simply to give it a nice soft sweet smell. Not too sweet though, nothing overpowering. Option 2. Then we have the Soother, which I always recommend to my clients if they say that they have somewhat more of a sensitive skin type. So I mentioned earlier some people have rosacea, which basically means that the little veins under their skin can become very irritated very quickly, be that due to all kinds of conditions. You really want something very, very gentle on your skin. So I would definitely not recommend anything citrusy or anything that is slightly acidic, because it can really irritate your skin quite quickly. I'd say this is very good because it is not only hydrating but it is very, very gentle to the skin. Main components here being cocoa butter, argan oil and date syrup. A slightly more sweet scent, however, I would pair it with somewhat of a milky scent in a way, kind of powdery in a sense, if that makes sense to you. Definitely the most gentle aftershave that we have. With each aftershave we usually take a few drops, add them to a little cotton pad and just gently pat the face. So, which one should it be? Soother, soft breeze, or the warm hug? Excellent choice. Let's do that. Now, before I get that, let me put this away. Okay. So, get a new cotton pad. And then gently applying aftershave. Very good. Now we just gently pat, 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 pat. Very good. A little more. Pat, 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 pat. Excellent. Very good. So, next step, just going to gently brush the mustache area, okay? Just getting that in the direction that we want it. And it should slowly curve its way the way we want Mm-hmm. Right. That way it should also not get in your food when you're eating. Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to apply a tiny little bit of oil to your face, okay? Something very gentle. And then just give you a bit of a facial massage. Mm-hmm. Good. So this is just to relax the face a little bit more. Good. All over the face. Bring up the nose, up the forehead, to the sides, to the temples. Really loosening the frown that you have going on here. Also make sure that you unclench your jaw. Okay. No jaw clenching. Okay. Just gently along the cheeks as well. And then moving outwards from the chin. Good. And to top that all off, we also want to add some cream here. Okay. Just going to gently pat that onto the face. Good. That should keep your skin safe from any UV rays and also keep it extra hydrated. Good. Now I always recommend in general to use a silk cover for your pillow so that it is not going to squash the hair or squash the skin too much. Just so you know in future. Okay, so that is that. Here you go, have a little mirror. You like it? Perfect. Okay, I'd say in that case we can go on to your actual booking of your room here. Yes, perfect. We just grab another pencil. Okay. Now, full name. Okay, date of birth. Perfect. And where do you currently reside? Good. Good. Okay. And do you have a number that we can reach you? Perfect. Okay. Now, do you have any preference as to where the window should be? Basically what you want to look out onto. We have the lake to your west. Then in the northern direction we have a little play park for dogs. To the east we have the city centre, which you can see from far, far away, and you can see the twinkling lights, very beautiful. And then we have the mountains in the south. Good choice. Okay, now for breakfast options. Do you have any allergies again that I need to take note of? Well, our current go-to is the waffles that we offer in the morning with fresh berries, powdered sugar and some syrup. You can also have a savoury soup in the morning if that's more your thing. Just a nice cup of tea. Oh, which speaking of, I do have 4 new choices here that I wanted to show you, which you could technically drink all of these before bedtime. Some are probably better suited than others, but I thought I'd show you anyway. So, this one being the Caribbean mango flavour, which is basically for anyone who loves mangoes, because this is it. This is really, really good. I'd say this is somewhat of a summery scent and taste, so if you are looking for that type of thing, then this is definitely it. I find that this also goes very well with the berries and waffles in the morning, since it's just very fruity and yet earthy taste. Very, very nice. Now for this one you want to heat up the water to 100 degrees Celsius and then leave the tea bag in your cup for around 5 minutes so that it can completely develop its beautiful flavours. First one. Then we have the turmeric, ginger and galangal, which is slightly orangey. I'd say that's the main note. You can smell that this is quite spicy in a way because the ginger and the turmeric are very, very strong. This is a very, very healthy tea. I would highly recommend this. Same as with the other one, heat up the water to 100 degrees Celsius and then leave in the cup for about 5 minutes. The only thing you should note with this one is that because there is turmeric in here, it could stain the cup a little bit, and also your teeth if you don't brush your teeth right after. It'll wear off throughout the day, yes, but just in case you want a brilliantly white smile after this, then you should definitely brush your teeth immediately afterwards. But it is very, very tasty and very healthy. Highly recommend. Then we have the little bag of dreams, which is a blend of chamomile, lavender and lemon balm. Now this one, if you want to give it a little sniff, is super duper calming at night. I would highly recommend this if you are having problems sleeping, if you are having troubles maybe switching off your mind. The only thing about this is it's not going to be for you if you don't like chamomile, because the chamomile in this is very, very strong. It is very effective and also very tasty, but I have to remind people of this because some have already told me that the chamomile is quite intense, so only if you are a chamomile lover. Now this one, however, the nighttime berry, the composition of berries, echinacea and chamomile. This one does also have chamomile, but it is very, very mild. This one is my personal favourite. So if you are a fan of berries, but you don't want them to be too, what's the word? Strong, I should say. If you want a very mild tea that doesn't make your throat scratch, but it is still super calming and still super tasty, I would definitely recommend this one. This is absolutely wonderful. You want to actually leave this one in for 10 minutes minutes to fully develop. But these are all fantastic teas, so let me know if you would like to pick one of these. We do have a few others in our cabinets as well, but these seem to be the favourites. Just thought I'd let you know. Okay, so those were the breakfast options. Now, for a midday meal, we usually offer a salad, a soup if you've had waffles before, or we do a vegetable compote with some salmon. You can have it with tofu, whatever you like really. And I believe we've also recently added risotto to the list, if I'm not mistaken. And for supper time, you can choose a wide variety of cooked veggies with some curry or with I'll just give you the menu. I can't think of everything off the top of my head right now, but it is all very, very tasty. And a lot of the vegetables are grown locally, so that's always a nice little extra. Okay. Right. And, oh yes, what type of bed would you like? What size? Okay. Should we give you a little bubble bath to try out? We have a care package that we sometimes give our clients, but if they're in a rush, then obviously we don't really ask. But seeing as you might be staying a bit longer, I thought I'd ask. Okay. Right. So, do you know when you will be leaving again? Okay. I would always also recommend checking out the sites here nearby. I can give you a little map if you like. Everything here has been looking absolutely wonderful recently. The weather has just been too kind to us. Absolutely beautiful. So, I think I have everything that I need. I will ask one of my colleagues to fetch your things. Yes, but all in all, that is all for now. Okay. Right. So, I hope you enjoy your stay with us. Yes, if there's anything that you need, you let us know immediately, okay? Perfect. You can either come to the reception or you can just call. Okay, perfect. I'm going to also get ready for bed now. I'm quite tired. So, I hope you have a good night, sleep well, and I will see you tomorrow. Alright. Good night. Sleep tight.